What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is David Benjamin from Rockstar Reviews. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a Faraday pouch, how it works, how you can utilize it, and my specific test that I did on it with a Faraday, an EMF reader on the Faraday pouch. So if you aren't familiar with Faraday pouches are lined with silver on the inside, and the inventor's name is Michael Faraday. This was back in, I think, the early 1900s or maybe the late 1800s even, but probably like 100 years ago or more. And essentially that silver pattern, it either repels or contains electromagnetic frequencies. So it depends on the direction that Faraday design is facing. So for example, I have clothing from a company called Lambs, and Lambs clothing has silver lined shirts, boxers, hats, things like that. And it's repelling EMFs. So if you have EMFs coming at your body, your chest, your heart, your gut, your balls, your brain, right? All of these things, what happens is the silver lining is in the direction of it, it causes it to repel. So with this, however, with the Faraday pouch, it is contained within the pouch. So I hope that makes sense. So basically that silver lining, what it does is it traps positive ions as well, and it contains them. So instead of those positive ions from radiation going all over, and you can test that with an EMF meter, which the reason this is going off is because I'm recording with my phone. So as you can see, it goes red, 53, 30, and then I put it here and it goes up to 100, over 100. So what I did was, the experiment that I did was I put the phone, which I'm recording with, so I can't really show you, but I put the phone in the Faraday pouch, and I closed it up. You're supposed to wrap it up, and then you wrap this around and wrap it around here. And even if you just wrap it, you're good. You don't need to like do this whole thing, but that's gonna keep beeping if I keep putting it near the phone. But what's interesting is the phone in here, there's two reasons why I know Faraday pouches work and how you wanna utilize them. So number one, Faraday pouches, by using that silver, that Faraday technology, or that Faraday design really, it contains the EMFs. So I noticed it with the EMF meter because my phone will go from double digits to single digits as far as the EMF reading is concerned. So that's one thing. So in other words, right now it's blue. It's at 38, and the reason actually there's a light on right here, so that over here. But if I go close to my phone, it starts to shoot up into the red. So same thing. When my phone is outside of the Faraday pouch, which I'm recording on right now, it goes red. But when I pull it back far enough, it goes blue, and the EMFs reduce. And it goes from it depends. And I've noticed that the way I put the phone, so the top, the side, whatever, it'll go from 15 to 80, somewhere in that range, down to 0 or 1 when it's in the Faraday pouch. So there's a few benefits to this. Number one, your phone isn't emitting EMFs, which are going to cause free radical damage, oxidative stress, inflammation, and so many other health and wellness challenges. It's basically going to help your energy levels, because whenever you have free radical damage and oxidative stress from radiation and EMFs, your body is going to be more depleted and exhausted. And there's plenty of research on PubMed.gov you can look up to see the effects of radiation. And I talk about this a lot on Healthy Wild Free, which is the Instagram and Facebook page Healthy Wild Free. So check that out. But basically, the benefits to this are twofold. One, minimizing, basically reducing radiation EMFs to nothing. That's the first big benefit. The second benefit, another reason people use Faraday pouches, is to basically go completely off grid with your phone. So if you don't want to be tracked at all, you can put your phone, you can turn it off, right? That's one good start. But you can also put it in this pouch as a safety and security measure to not have your phone tracked at all. So that's really the two benefits of the Faraday pouch: reducing and minimizing radiation and EMFs to practically nothing, and then being completely untrackable. I will say there's a lot of things in the market for reducing EMFs and radiation and things like that. I don't believe in most of them, pretty much all of them, as a matter of fact. You have stickers, jewelry, devices that are $1,000 that are supposed to emit some sort of crystal frequency, crazy stuff out there. But Faraday technology does work because you can test it. I've tested it in this Faraday pouch, which is from a company called GoDark. I'll put a link below. So I know GoDark works at least their design is right. So it works with them, and then also the Lambs clothing. You can test it. You can actually put your phone, for example, in a Lambs t-shirt, wrap it around that, and then test it, and you'll see the radiation will go from double digits to practically nothing. So I don't recommend all these crazy EMF reduction devices and all these whatever they are. I recommend Faraday technology because it's science-backed and it actually works. So Faraday pouch for your phone, and then clothing from Lamb's Clothing for your body. Additionally, it is very important to understand that radiation EMFs affect your body internally. So once again, any electronic device, you get an EMF reader, turned off. Get an EMF reader, turn it back on, go near your phone, the EMFs are gonna be emitted, the radiation is gonna be emitted. So what's occurring there is electromagnetic frequencies and positive ions. Positive ions are positively charged ions, which are essentially particles that will literally sit on your skin, and you inhale them into your nose, so they get into your lungs and into your body, and they cause tension, headaches, stress, free radical damage, which eventually leads to oxidative damage. So when free radical stress builds up, which essentially positive ions convert into free radical stress converts into oxidative stress, which is aging, degradation, cell damage, DNA damage. There's reports of carcinogenic activity, especially in children, because their brains and their skulls aren't fully developed. So what happens is when they're around cell phones, a lot of radiation, EMFs, some of them sleep under the pillow with their phone on, and that's horrible. It's like the worst thing you can do. So if you have kids, this is a great thing. Say, hey, put your phone in this at night. Whether it's on or off, just put it in this and close it up. Faraday technology is amazing for external EMF and radiation protection. But also there's research that shows that antioxidants, because free radicals and oxidative stress antioxidants counteract that. So free radicals and oxidative stress damage the body. Antioxidants, and I do hydrogen water from this Echo. I'll put a link to this below with a discount code. And Radiate 21, which has 4 of the top 10 highest ORAC, that's ORAC, which stands for oxygen radical absorbance capacity antioxidants in the world. So it's great to have external protection, Faraday pouch, Lamb's Clothing. I recommend both of them. I have Lamb's Clothing, I have a Faraday pouch, and they're both great for external EMF and radiation protection. However, when you are out and about, you're not always going to have Lamb's Clothing on, and you're not always going to have your Faraday pouch with you, and there's also going to be other phones and other Wi-Fi routers and 5G and computers and electrical outlets and dirty electricity and all this kind of stuff. So all these positive ions are being emitted, which cause free radical stress and oxidative damage. So getting a hydrogen water bottle, which this one puts around 2 parts per million hydrogen in the water, it's rechargeable with an Android phone cord, and ORAC, that's oxygen radical absorbance capacity, antioxidants, ensures that the antioxidant response system of your body is stronger. So, Faraday pouches are great from GoDark. Once again, Lamb's Clothing, exceptional for external protection, but it doesn't do anything to enhance your internal biological fortitude to have an antioxidant response to the external stressors of electromagnetic frequencies and radiation, which emit positive ions and interfere with your nervous system, the electrical system of your body. So remember this, the electrical systems and things in your environment, which you can test with an EMF meter, go by the lamp, go away from the lamp, turns off, go by the phone, turns on. Anything electrical is emitting positive ions, dirty electricity, electromagnetic frequencies, radiation. So one of those, or a few of those. So what's important to understand is that external protection from GoDark and Lambs is great, but you really need internal protection because you need to build up the fortitude of your body internally. So I'll link up Radiate 21 below. There's 21 ingredients in here, including 4 of the top 10 ORAC antioxidants in the world, the hydrogen water bottle, the GoDark case, and the Lamb's Clothing. I'll link all that below, along with a list of other health and wellness brands and discount codes, and a whole list of high quality vetted brands that I personally use. So check that out below, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Make sure to like it. Leave any questions you have below. More than happy to answer any questions. I do a lot of reading and research into EMFs and radiation. So hopefully this video is helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.